Hello, my name is Peter Osborne, and I was delighted to help Volunteer Now in the production of the new Toolkit to assist organisations, community and voluntary groups, small or large, introduce good relations to their organisations, maybe for the first time, and to volunteers who come from possibly very diverse backgrounds. The toolkit is called Volunteering and Belonging Together. Very soon it will be available on the Volunteer Now website, and I'm delighted that it was also supported by the Executive Office. Over the next minute or so, let me show you some of the key parts of that toolkit, and please do dip in and out of it when you see it on the Volunteer Now website, making use of whatever bits of it are relevant to you and to your organisation. As I said, the Executive Office supported the production of the toolkit, and it's terrific to see the First Ministers providing such a positive message as part of the toolkit to Volunteer Now, to community and voluntary organisations, to volunteers, and to Northern Ireland. In the toolkit, the First Ministers, Arlene Foster and Michelle O'Neill, said, "People are not defined by hatreds, but by our common humanity." We hope this toolkit further embeds the principles of good relations within organisations and helps in the continued development of those community heroes who volunteer their time. The First Ministers wish Volunteer Now every success in making the toolkit available and thank them sincerely for the work they lead, making a difference to the lives of others regardless of community or ethnic background. A very positive and a very important message from the First Ministers. The toolkit provides lots of advice about legislation. It provides information and advice about, for example, the definitions of racism and sectarianism, and many other things besides. It looks at myth busting. It looks at a number of case studies drawn from existing voluntary and community organisations about the work that they do, and provides information and contacts for you to get help elsewhere. If you're worried about monitoring and evaluation, the toolkit provides help and information about what you might include as part and parcel of that. And if you're organising an event or working with people from very diverse backgrounds, the information it provides about the main faiths and what's important to them may be critically important for your organisation going forward. There are do's and don'ts sections. No toolkit is complete without those, as well as frequently asked questions. But also this toolkit has a range of interactive and fun exercises that you can introduce the concept of good relations to an organisation or to volunteers, especially if they haven't come across it before. Myth-busting quiz asks a lot of questions about migrant workers or about our Indigenous or our traditional community background issues, about racism, about sectarianism, and all sorts of other things, where you might gather your volunteers in groups to have a quiz, see who wins, but also learn at the same time. The quizzes have potential answers and ways to facilitate discussion as part and parcel of them. But you know what happens whenever you do those quizzes and whenever you get the answers and discuss them, then people realize that we're not so different after all, whatever our backgrounds. They realize that people who come here to work do just that, that migrant workers are proportionately more likely to be in employment, proportionately less likely to be on benefits, proportionately less likely to have live in social housing compared to the local population. In fact, those people, the newcomers here, are making such a significant difference in social and economic and cultural terms to this place that we all call home, as we all do, regardless of our backgrounds. We hope the toolkit will be of use. Please do go on to the Volunteer Now website and make use of it. And thanks again to the Executive Office for the opportunity to have it produced by Volunteer Now.